Hello guys, welcome back my YouTube channel. Let's learn English with Khushi. Today we are going to read this book Truth Without Apology by Acharya Prasant and chapter 166 because in previous video I have done chapter 165. So now it's a high time to read chapter 166 and it is all about the past. The past stays only if you feed it. You don't forget the past by fighting it, you forget it by living fully in what truly matters now. Trying to forget the past is a sure, short way of holding on to the past. Do you know the two usual ways to remember something? First, try to remember it. Put up reminders here and there, and you will probably remember. Second, by saying daily, I want to forget it. This is another way to remember something and never forget it. I want to forget A, and so I remember daily to forget E. And what am I remembering daily A? The mind knows well how to forget. Do you remember everything you have done since the morning today? No, you have already forgotten. The mind will forget on its own, but we forcefully do not allow the mind to forget. How do we not allow the mind to forget a thing? By giving importance to that thing. The moment you take something seriously, it gets more deeply registered in the mind. So don't ask how to forget, ask how not to take Trevor seriously. Our problem is that we take Trevor seriously and we have no sense of that which is really important. So we remember all the rubbish. Sadly, in this obsessions with Treva, that which is really important is forgotten. If you are absorbed in something very important right now, would the past come and bother you? If you are immersed in something immense, do random memories still come to hunt? When does the past come to attack? When you are not present with the important, find out what is important and stay with it. Stick to it, and every moment one must ask what is important and ask the answer irrespective of how it feels. Must be honored. Don't allow yourself to get drunken and drowsy. Whenever you find that you are being carried away by a thing, I ask in all my honesty and all my discretions, is this being important? If it's not important, it will drop on its own. Someone asked, but how to know whether something is important? To know this answer, ask one more question. To whom is the importance or unimportance of a thing? All things hold important or the lack of it to me. Hence I am the touchstone. I am a criteria. Now, what is important to me? That will be decided by my current state. My current state is of bondage, illusion, and indiscretion. So that which brings clarity and freedom to me, that alone is important, and all as Shiva. Now, chapter 167, a heap of unkept promise. The mind seeks peace through everything it clings to. We latch on to anything promises completions, but true peace comes when we clear away all that which fails to deliver. Whatever enters the mind, enter with a promise. The promise is, I will give you peace. If the entering object does not make this promise, it will not find a place in the mind. The promise is the non negotiable conditions for entry. So, whatsoever exists in the mind does so on the back of the peace it promises. The self feels inadequate and incomplete. If an object promises completion, the self attached to it, and it could be a thought, a vision, a person, an identity, or a hope. Whatever it is it giving what one really wants, or is it more a source of inner strife? A needless and useless occupant of mind space that such scots within, the offer glitters in return. Something is present in the mind. What is that presence doing to your life? What value does the presence add? How is your state when you are with that particular thoughts or thing or person? Do you feel at peace? Do you rather feel insecure? Does that object add to your confusions or bring clarity to you? If it is not giving you what you really long for, it is dead weights. Worse still, it could be a pathogen, why let it remain? Clear it away, and that is clarity. Now, chapter 168. The world seeks only the shaken. The lover of truth stands firm in truth, others oscillates between belief and doubt. Consider yourself sackable, and everything will seek you. The smallest remark, the slightest change, the most trivial event, each will disturb your center. Consider yourself unsackable and see how things change. The same world, the same people, the same situations, now powerless to rattle you. Consider yourself little, and everything will seem big enough to tease you. Every face is intimidated, every challenging, overwhelming. Consider yourself immense and see if the world can still bullying you. It tricks, taunts, threats. None will find a place to land. But these considerations must run deep. It cannot be a tactic for tough times, nor a mask worn during crisis. To consider yourself immense is to live immensely, which means discarding pettiness not occasionally or selectively, but as your very nature. You must have something non negotiable, something untouched by opinion, fear, or temptation, a center that is scared and inviolable. Without that, you remain at the mercy of the winds, and winds have no mercy. They blow as they please, and you, without anchor, are blown with them. Chapter 169. No new path, just new eyes. Spirituality is not an escape from daily life, but the gentle light that helps you navigate daily choices with wisdom and clarity. If life is a journey, we are all walking, and most of us are walking in the dark and blindfolded. The world taught us how to walk, but not where to walk, and certainly not why. Forget identifying the right path. The irony is we don't even know how who the traveler is. Wisdom is not another road someone charts out for you. It is the power to see your current road fully. It does not demand that you abandon your present life or take refuge in exotic philosophies. It invites you to look harder, deeper, to see the mud, the sunlight, the companion, and the curve ahead with eyes unclouded. Spirituality does not hand you divine GPS coordinates, it hands you a lamp and says, walk as you are, but lit. Walk lit. You don't follow wisdom, you illuminate it with it. You bring light to the trail you already inhabit, and slowly, softly, you start to see where you have been, what beckons you forward, and most importantly, who is walking. If change is necessary, it will arrive as a friend, not a force, and if truth must awaken, it will rise from within, not descend from above. The scared path is not separate from your daily steps. It is your steps seen in light. Now, chapter 170. The end of motivation, the start of clarity. If motivation comes from outside, it will vanish. When that outside force fades, no external spark can burn forever. When we chase a goal, we often believe, once I get X, I will be a complete. Isn't it that the familiar feelings? I will be whole once I achieve this. So many ambitions are powered not by fullness but by a quiet sense of like, I am not enough now, but once I reach that milestone, I will deserve to feel better. When our inner insufficiency becomes the engines of our striving, the deeper the wound, the faster we run toward a cruel. For many, fear becomes the fuel. The bosses threatens and work begins. But is that the only way to move? Must we always be pushed by fear or pulled by greed? Don't ask for motivation. Don't wait to be threatened. This is the mindset of a mercenaries. Pay me, I will act, or worse, force me and I will obey. Is that the life you want? An endless cycle of carrot and stick? Find your true engine. Instead, a force deeper than fear, greater, and greed with it. Effort vanish, work becomes play, moment becomes ease, and the day no longer drags. You become the day. When fear or greed rule you, where is the space for joy? At day's end, how many faces truly glow? True action doesn't rise from motivation, it blooms from clarity. Let work become a celebration, let it be life itself. Wake not in dread but in quiet eagerness. Reach for your work as nurturing as your breath, as steadily as your heartbeat. Then work cease to be told. It becomes a scared expressions, not a burden, but your living truth. Yeah, that's all in this video. Thank you so much.